Hi everyone, this is Sabratha and welcome to Grammatic Word of the Day, where we use the new primary curriculum in the UK to build your vocabulary one word at a time. And today's word is communicate. I'd like you to get your whiteboards, whiteboard pens, dictionaries, rough books, anything that you write on, look up the word communicate and write down the definition and write down the word communicate in a sentence. You've got 5 minutes, off you go. Well done, kids. You've got 2 minutes. Share your sentences with your partner or your teacher. Go. Excellent. Let's see if we can look up the word together and look at the dictionary definitions and some sentence examples. Definition number 1. Share, exchange information, news, or ideas. Here's an example sentence. Telephones enabled people to communicate with each other over long distances. Pretty straightforward. Communication means talking. It means sharing ideas. It means knowing, letting the other person know what you think. You communicate how you think, how you feel, and you express yourself. And be careful that in this particular sentence, you've got communicate with. Okay? When you're communicating with other people, it means other people are also communicating with you. Definition number 2. Impart or pass on, and it can be news, information, or ideas. Here's an example. The researcher communicated his findings to the public. Now, what that means is the researcher went and did his studies and he let the public know what he found out. And be careful here, now you've got the word to next to communicate. You communicate to people. In this case, he communicated to the public. That means the public aren't saying anything back. If they are going to say something, then it will be through other means, like in a newspaper, they might comment on Twitter or something, but they're not actually having a direct one-to-one conversation with this researcher here. So therefore, the communication is happening one way. Communicate to. So you've got 2 definitions there, and I would like you to have a go on your whiteboards of writing sentences with the words communicate with or communicate to. You've got 3 minutes. Off you go. Well done, children. Take 2 minutes to share your sentences with either your partner or your teacher. Fantastic work, guys. Now let's see how we spell the word communicate correctly. Here's how I break up the word communicate. I break it up into 4 parts like this. Com, mu, ni, Kate. That's com, mu, ni, Kate. This time there's 2 M's but only 1 N. So you have an M on the end of com, an M on the start of mu, you have a ni, and you have a Kate with a C, C-A-T-E. When you have words with these double letters, sometimes it can be confusing to know which letter you double and which letter you keep single. So I tend to remember that communicate has 2 M's but only 1 N. Have a look at the word. Here it is again for you to look at. Here's communicate. In a minute the word is going to go away. You're going to have 10 seconds to write the word down without looking. So, are you ready? Whiteboards at hand. 10 seconds on the clock, off you go. Well done, children. Fantastic work today, and I will see you tomorrow for the next word of the day. And until then, be good, and I will see you soon. Until next time. Hi teachers, how are you doing? Sabratha here. Hope you enjoyed that video. I was actually planning to make this video quite a long one. There were quite a few definitions on Google for communicate, mainly some that I haven't even heard of. Like, for example, communicate also means to pass on an infectious disease from another person to an animal. I didn't know that, did you? It also means transmit heat. So the heat is communicated through a small brass grating. And Google also gives a third definition, which means of 2 rooms have a common connecting door. Can you believe it? He went into the communicating room to pick up the phone. Definitions I've never even heard of. This one I have, but I didn't realise you could use the word communicate in this manner, is a fourth definition, which means to receive Holy Communion. So the example sentence they give here is orthodox policy is to communicate in both kinds, i.e. both bread and wine. So, I thought that was really interesting. If you really want to show that to your kids, by all means show this bit to your kids too. But I just thought that it was a bit too over and above and complicated for what years 5 and 6 needs are right now. As long as they know how to write communicate with and communicate to, I think just keep it simple. I really didn't want to go into too much detail here. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and comment and subscribe. Let me know what you would like in the future, and I will see you next time. I actually quite like the light look, so let me do that.